Well, VDC, we are back. Almost the end of the season. We have 2 more match days left. One after this one is completed, but it's going to be a good one today. A lot of playoff implications. I know a lot of teams are rooting for themselves and for other teams to win out because it's getting to crunch time. So I'm joined here today with my main man, Pelly. Say
Hello.
what's up, my boy.
What is up, my boy? How you doing?
But yeah, it's going to be a big game today. Today we have an apprentice matchup. We have MOX versus KC. KC need a lot to go right for them if they want to make playoffs here. And MOX are sitting pretty at the moment, but it's not guaranteed that they will make playoffs. So we'll see how everything plays out. But I'm excited to see how this matchup goes.
MOX is sitting at a pretty 16-16 right now. KC a little bit farther down the leaderboard. I believe they're 13-19. And if KC wants to stay in contention, they need to 2-0 tonight. If they 1-1 and MF 2-0, they're out. So they need to be on their game tonight.
Yeah, there are a lot of teams that need to go 4-0 for the end of the season, me will be one of them, if they want a chance to make playoffs here. And like I said, KC needs everything to go right. So, but it's all going to start with tonight's matchup where they need to 2-0 a solid Barons team, MOX Barons team. So on we go to map picks and bans, it looks like. KC having first band. What do you predict anything, Pelly?
I don't really know what either of these teams play, but looking at like map pools in general, I don't think too many teams like Abyss. I'm expecting that to either get banned or just not be touched at all.
That is fair. I could see KC choosing to ban Abyss as well, for the sole reason being, I believe that MOX has a pretty solid Abyss. I mean, they absolutely mollywop my team. So for what that's worth, they might have a pretty good one. But I mean, yeah, there's some solid players on both teams. I know Tiberson likes to play that chamber. If we did see Abyss, probably be on that agent. I mean, I'm trying to think of what other maps. I mean, KC historically likes Split. However, this is a brand new roster this season. Obviously, excluding VK. VK has been the mainstay for quite some time now. But yeah, but I hope we get to see some Split, because honestly, Split, it seems like it's one of the least played maps this season. I know it wasn't VCT, the kickoff events, so I don't know, maybe it's just getting old. The rotation is just out. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I am excited. Looks like there are some discrepancies about map bans, so bear with us here.
Yeah, they're figuring it out from it done. Maybe an issue with the link, but it should be getting fixed basically right now. Yep.
Oh,
see right
there you go. KC banning Abyss. You called it.
I think.
All right, if you had to, what?
I think I can tell the future.
I was just gonna say, if you had to blind guess the rest of how this plays out, the next 5 ban/picks, where are they gonna be?
All right, here's the guaranteed prediction. Fracture's gone next. Say goodbye. Okay. You'll never see it again. After that,
I like that
getting
pick.
banned from KC. I don't know why.
Ooh.
I just feel it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Close enough. Close enough.
And then I'm gonna skip this ban. It doesn't matter, because what's being picked is Haven and Split. We're seeing Haven and Split tonight.
Nah, I like that pick a lot. I like that pick. I could see Pearl being. I think Haven, Split, and Pearl will be the final three, and whichever one doesn't get picked doesn't get picked. But I like that. I like that choice a lot. I'm gonna say Casey's banning Fracture, then Mox. Oh, okay, and then and then Mox is gonna ban whatever leaves Haven, Pearl, and Split. Lotus.
I'm a fan of Lotus. A lot of people that I've heard in this league not fans of Lotus.
I like Lotus. I used to hate Bind, but this season Bind has treated me really well, so I love it now. I mean, that's a great map.
I'm a Prospect player, so Abyss scares me to no end. Every time I get near the edge, it's just the worst feeling ever.
I feel that, and it looks like Split is going to be on the chopping block. So we weren't quite correct, but I mean, 2 out of 3, Pearl and Haven still on the board. Maybe those are going to be the 2 maps that are played. Although I feel like Lotus is going to be the pick here from Mox.
3 pretty big maps on the board still. A lot.
That's true. Yeah. Oh,
Haven first.
And then
pick.
Pearl.
Could.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Question is, what you know about this tier a little bit more than I do. What sides do you think they're going to be picking?
I think both teams are going to want to attack on their the side that they get to choose.
They're both going to be picking attack.
Yeah, I think they're both somewhat of the more aggressive play style. I feel like. I know VK loves. Oh, it is Pearl. Haven and Pearl. Wait, was that my final call? All right, I'm predicting a 2-0 for Mox.
Oh, there we go. Casey picking attack on first map for Haven.
Okay, okay.
We'll see if Mox picks attack on Pearl.
I should just be IGL at this point. I have the reads.
I think we should both go buy a lottery ticket.
I concur. I agree 100%. Let's go gamble. Let's go golfing. By the way, actually, Gamba probably is already sealed. No, at 9 o'clock.
I believe so.
8:59. Yeah. Oh wow, Mox picks to defend first. Interesting.
So Mox defending
okay.
both sides, Casey attacking both sides.
Yeah, so I am not gonna buy a lottery ticket anymore.
No, your luck turns around now. That's how it works.
Yes. Now, you know what? I'm gonna throw a wrench. I'm gonna throw a curveball. 1-1. I'm going. Casey takes Haven. Mox takes Pearl.
Okay. I'm on Mox. So if I say anything but Mox 2-0, I think my place is going to be in danger. So I'm predicting Mox 2-0.
I think that is totally reasonable, and I think a lot of people would be on board with that pick as well. Although Casey, I know since signing Moved, have gotten an upgrade. Move has been a good addition to that roster. I haven't seen Toad, aka Maddie, play on Mox for a while. I think the last couple times I watched Mox play it, she was subbed out. So I'm interested to see how she is inserted into this roster. I mean, even though she's technically already been a part of it. Oh wait, shit. I'm the party leader. I'm gonna transfer that. So now it's out of my hands, but we hopefully should be in the map soon.
Can't play muffs if the map doesn't start now.
Exactly. But yeah, I am really excited for how this one is going to play out. I think it's going to be pretty standard comps from both teams. I think the only thing that's going to differ is I think that Maddie, aka Toad, is going to play KJ, instead of Cypher. I feel like Cypher is kind of more of a mainstay on Haven nowadays. But I mean, I could also see some crazy Tejo comps come out, maybe even a Yoru comp if somebody knows how to play Yoru on these teams. It might be interesting. I like to see how the meta is kind of shifting up. Oh, Neon. Oh, Tejo. Oh, Smokes. I have heard rumors.
Use the Astra. Astra not played a lot. She's very, very technical. So the people that do play her very well.
I agree. I am a fan of Astra. Oh my gosh, they're locking it in. Okay. I've heard rumors about Maddie's Astra. Apparently it's cracked. I guess we're about to find out.
Apparently cracked. All right. Already locked in for the side of have the Jet, Astra, and the classic Teo Breach. And then rounding it out with the Cypher.
I am a big fan of that comp. I think I can predict right now VK is giving a crazy pregame speech. All right, guys, we need this 2-0 to make playoffs. I've enjoyed this season, so it's stress-free. Let's just go out there and play our best and hope that everything falls into place. That's basically what he just said. And then they did the classic KC 3-2-1 lock, but Moofed is new to the team, so he wasn't aware that that was a thing. And they all locked together. Pluto on Sky. How do you feel about that one?
I'm not sure I like Sky a lot on this map, honestly. I feel like Breach just covers so much ground on Haven. I think Sky's just a little bit harder to find that area.
I will be interested. I mean, when it comes to Sky, all I can think of on Haven is Sentinels versus Fnatic a long time ago in one of the first Masters, and Fnatic sky flashing their own team to seal the round and gave Sentinels the win on the final map. That's all I remember. So it will be interesting to see how this all plays out. Sky now has a Tejo. Oh my gosh, look at this setup already. They have the read at the start. An early stun's gonna hit 3 of them, and the Tejo nades come out. What an excellent exec and a perfect read, making a statement at the very beginning. Almost flawless, can it be? Luxy is able to get 1, trying to find the jiggle. Almost connects with 2, but Tiberson with a 3K. Oh my goodness.
Immediate 3K drop, and 2 of those kills were the Tejo just nades, just straight up killing.
I mean, what a play. What a play. I don't know if there was what was going on in that pregame where they had the read, or if they both were just like, no, let's hit mid. But wow, I am quite impressed.
It's setting up for the bonus now. Tiberson breaking out the shotgun.
Tiberson classic. Tib is a big shotgun user, and we'll see if he gets any value out of it. I'm sure he will. Playing a little bit of a ratty angle, but it's not quite in the right location. Getting somewhat aggressive though, in a situation where they really don't need to push. You know, they have a gun advantage, they have the money advantage, and just like that, Tiberson has been pinched. And that is a gun in the hands of MOX, or KC.
Not an amazing gun to have. It is the Bucky, so not much help long range, but if you can walk up onto a site and try to sneak up on there, we'll do you some wonders.
Ooh, the Outlaw can't quite find a pick on anyone, but he is going to get a second opportunity, a second chance. Ooh.
One shot.
To get that pick, but once again, can't connect.
30 seconds.
That one does. And the exec is out. What is this crosshair? Oh, gets immediately punished. Rafa, aka King, trying to find some more, but the Bucky now gets some value. Time is running low. Bomb does need to get down, and players from KC are weak, so now it's just up to Pluto, who has 1 HP. Can't quite get it done, but a lot of damage to the economy of MOX.
Casey, I'm not too mad about that round, honestly. You know, I couldn't agree more. On your save, now you're forcing up into this round. You're at worst facing an outlaw. Maybe I think they brought a Spectre over as well. You're all full armor, so unless you get headshot, you should be okay.
Yeah, I mean the outlaw is still at play, but like you said, I mean full shield. Nobody has half here. You do need to worry about the Tiberson Bucky once again, and I like these kind of consistent gamble plays where there's 3 players on the side of each MOX for these defensive setups.
And they're going to be playing into it right now. Just holding that outlaw straight down C long, waiting for someone to poke out. Finds one.
Can't quite connect.
Oh, they do find the shot, sorry, but no kill.
Oh yeah, you're right. They are going to get healed by this guy. However, the shield cannot be recovered. Moved is able to find one on Yves, so that is at least 1 player down. And I think they only had a Sheriff or a Classic, so not a huge threat out of the way. Outlaw is still online.
KC finds sight right now, trying to set up for the plant.
We'll see what they can do with the post plant, though. I mean, the outlaw once again is online. Smokes cannot clean or cover heaven, so Rafa finds a great pick on VK. Lux does get somewhat of a trade, and this could just end up turning into a round in favor of MOX.
Can't use the salvos early instead of for the post plant. Tried to use it to push it out instead of on the bomb.
I love this double up in hell though as well. That is going to be King down, and oh, what excellent play from KC.
I mean, I think same thing as last round. If you're MOX, you don't really mind that either. You took 3 guns. You're not really expected to win that round. Not too mad about that.
Yeah, this you did lose 2 players, so it's not perfect. However, I mean, everybody, like you said, still has rifles coming into this game, this round. Tiberson's still rocking with the shotgun, sitting in there
with a shotgun.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. I mean, he's playing it correctly. He's playing these ready angles, but we'll see how much value he gets.
4-2 right now on the shotgun wielder, so found some value.
The trade of Tejo drones is going to come out. If they are aware that Tiberson likes to play these these shotguns, his location has been shown, so they may no longer push this. But look at Rafa, aka King, in such a nice ready position. I don't think it is going to get cleared, but what a shot from King. Does get traded, and the judge comes out but can't quite connect. Ben Tens does find a pick on the lurking Luxamon.
They're stuck in mid.
And the Exec is going to come out on B, but Tiberson hiding that perfectly. Oh no, with a little bit of a whiff, but great shots from Ben Tens to clean up 2 with the spray. A little sloppy, but a round is a round.
Yeah, Casey sort of forced to walk into B there with that pick from the Jet in mid. You know, gets cleared but still gets the kill. Forces themselves into B, but MOX is able to absorb that pressure and just take them out as they flood in. And then, of course, hiding that, I believe it's Salvo. I just call it the nade. Hiding the Teo nade in the smoke, straight into it.
Find the weak point?
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten burned, literally, from situations like that in the past with, oh no, with brimstone mollies and smokes, but King getting a little too anxious. trying to find a pick with those knives. Can't quite find anything. Luckily, there were no guns in the hands, but what is happening? An absolute aim meltdown from the side of MOX here.
Two are going to go up into heaven. It's a 3v5 retake right now. Although Cypher running back to the site, he's not there yet. You have a temporary time for a 4v3, trying to send the drone out.
I like this retake though. The question is, does Ben 10's clear close left? A great flash to stall that push. Tipperson is going to find one on site, but Lux is going to get the trade. Moved, can't find one, and now it's just a 1v2 situation. Breachall is online, but time is running low. Does he clear close left? Might not find the great timing. Oh my gosh, it's all up to Lux, who has already 2 kills on the round with the Sheriff. Can he find another? No! Ben 10's doesn't have the time though. What a round from KC.
On the save too. I mean, great. A little bit of an aim meltdown, as you said, in that round from MOX, but KC still do well to capitalize on it, find the plant, get the explosion. But coming in this round, MOX has some ults. They have Breach and Teho ready to combo for a post plant, and I think, I mean, just to flood back into the site.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, it'll be really interesting to see how they try and combo this. I mean, if they really wanted to play full retake, if the round looked winnable, I mean, you are pretty much one off of an Astra ult as well. What a shot from VK. Classic, one shot in the chamber, dash primed. VK is good for those. And a great drone is going to clear that, giving VK another kill. But are they ready for a second player? Not quite. VK gets his third of the round though, and now is hunting for the ace and is back to full HP almost.
Has knives up, and this should just be a free plant. If you're MOX here, trying to find 1 or 2, you're on a save. You know, try to steal hunting if you can.
Ooh. 1 enemy remaining.
Find the 4. Ace, 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 ace. Oh, he finds the read somewhat. Question is, will he get the timing off? He hurts the footstep. Oh, yee. Shutting it down.
Alright, 3 for 3 now, and we're going to be on even guns this round. Will Tipperson still buy a shotgun? They have had a shotgun every single round. Buy an op for
no! King. Vandal online now.
And op online in the hands of King.
Now that is something that we have not seen yet in this series. So the question is Casey going to be ready for this? You know, have they been paying attention to the economy? Are they aware that this is a possibility? This is the perfect spot.
Set up on the C long. KC taking it very slow in this early round.
It looks like they are ready.
Out. MOX isn't pushing out in response. They're very happy to just play their angles.
I mean, I totally understand it because it seems like MOX has been somewhat aggressive this... Oh, just a miss. This game so far on this defensive side, Toad did find a pick in garage as well.
They know the op is C though, so they're going to be rotating away from it now. We'll see if King tries to follow it at all or stays on C.
Yeah, and with the smoke up, I mean, wow, this is almost being sold really well, but it looks like the jig might be up. Players might start rotating now, especially with that ult up. Oh no, the timing!
And that Cypher ult coming out too.
Yeah, everybody knows now. So that is going to create a potential flood scenario, and the Teho ult comes out as well. Look at the breach ult too. This round is all but sealed.
What a round from Yeef. Drops the 4K, gets the timing, drops the ult, immediately finds 3 more. I mean, that is what you want to see from your anchor.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, 3 ults used to secure the round, but on kind of a half buy, maybe I think that was a full buy actually from KC. That is totally understandable.
And KC used 2 ults in response. They used both Omen and it looks like Sky ults.
Oh yeah, you're right. Somewhat inconsequential loss for Omen, but the Sky ult proves to be quite valuable. What a interesting Cypher cam.
I haven't seen this cam before. I'm a nice little Sentinel player. I've never seen that cam before. I may see that. It's hit by the trip. Well, they know.
At least Astra, yeah. Oh, are they? They're faking this quite well. However, bomb is still on the C side.
They throw a flash into B. Hear the sound cue. They know someone's in B.
But look at this op.
They have no map space. They're just walking up B. Dodge.
Oh, the sniper trip is somewhat dodged. VK will find a pick despite being flashed, and Lux finds a pick on the opping Rafa as well. So that is op down, and Tejo post plant online as well. Can he stay alive long enough though? Oh, what a pick from Ben Tens.
Mooft is on the high ground inside of B. The question is, will they clear it?
Ooh. It's getting questionable. Ships crossing in the night. It is spotted though from a few whiffs. VK is able to find one, and once again, a 2v2 scenario. VK is weak, but the post plant is just too good right now.
Astra ult put down.
Oh, but it's on the wrong side.
Hair coming down too. They are not letting them get this defuse. This should be round over.
Oh no.
Yep.
Such a well-played post plant.
Yep. Teo using the grenades, using his ults, making sure no one gets close to touching that spike on that round. And that'll make it even it out 4-4. Both teams buying up again, full gun rounds. King getting their hands on the op again.
Hey, I just
defaulting back to the C.
That Astra ult just found absolutely zero value, because even if the wall was on the proper side of the bomb and they didn't hear it get tapped, there's just such low time, and the Tejo ult was online, and surely they would have ripped it regardless. I mean, that was all but sealed.
Also,
so the op has been spotted.
Shotgun update. There is one, and of course, it's held by 10%.
You know, now that you say that, though, we really haven't seen much value out of the shotgun. I think Casey have been playing around it extremely well, whether it's been intentional or not. Potential gunfight mid here. VK is spotted.
Saw 2 in mid, and that'll give the info. MOX immediately rotating heavy over to B.
They got burned by the post plant once on B. I think they're prepared not to get burned again. I like this rotate though.
Yeep has his camera up. He's trying to scout. We'll get hit by the wire, but no one there to punish it.
Smart pick. Yeef could have, can still find a great pick through the smoke from the illumination. And Cypher all back online as well. Ronin finds one. A great pick from Yeef again. Can't find a third for the round. Moof does find that and gets 2. Now it's just a 1v2 scenario. Tiberson finds both.
When they find the Phantom, they started their round with the shotgun. They found the Phantom and able to drop a 2K with it. Secure the round.
Interesting observation.
We saw it. They were hiding in the smoke on B with the shotgun, but able to find the swap. And I was talking about it before. You were talking about it before the round started. They only had, coming into that round, 6 kills. 4 of those kills came in like the first 3 rounds. So heating up now, dropping those kills, hoping to turn their half round a little bit. Even though they do win that round, their economy is shot. Like Tiberson's on a pistol right now. Oh, why did I say it? Tiberson's on a shotgun.
But like you said, op is still online. Once again, a gun that isn't a rifle, not finding a huge amount of value from this. What a shot from VK. Finds 2 as well, even though that paranoia didn't even connect. So this C site is pried completely open.
KC site all to themselves. You get free reign of wherever you want to plant. It looks like they're going to be playing it for offsite. Gonna notice.
Yeah, and you have that post plan util as well.
They're not all playing for post plant though. Still have 1 or 2 on site. We'll get the Tejo off to drop the salvos.
Although they are playing somewhat aggressively, quite separated. Lux is going to find one on Rafa, so that might make this a lot easier. Moved and Lux both finding one at the end of the round, and we're tied up at 5-5.
That is such a big round for KC to win. If they didn't win that round, they would be absolutely broke. And since MOX loses, they're now absolutely broke. If they're able to convert this bonus, or not their bonus, but their better gun round, I'll call it. That's 6-5 right there, and then hopefully carry that to a 7-5. But if we're looking at this round, it should be a KC win unless some pistol heroics come out.
All missiles away.
We shall see. Tiberson getting a bit aggressive this time with a frenzy instead of the shotguns, but once again can't quite connect. Oh, does VK see Yeep? No, he doesn't. A few whips though, and VK is going to get that pick and get healed back up to full. So surprisingly, Sky has seen a lot of usage here, and a lot of value solely because of this heal. I mean, there have been countless times where an assist has come through solely from that heal.
They know people are on the flank, but what can they do to answer it? King trying to find their way in. Oh, the shot!
What a shot!
The gun too.
This pinch is going extremely well. Now just a 2v2. Once again, the post-plant scenario is here. Ronin has the rockets online though, so this is borderline sealed.
Do they have time?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
they do.
got it.
Yep.
And I said, I think KC wins this round unless of some pistol heroics. We saw the pistol heroics.
It was almost there.
Last round.
Oh no, wait, it was there. It absolutely was there.
100% there. And now, the KC's economy for this last round, not horrible. Your Sky is on a Spectre, but other than that, pretty solid for them. VTX King still breaking out the op. Hoping to find one last kill with it before we switch sides.
Yeah, I mean, although you don't see a whole lot of value coming from this op, I mean, it has been receiving a lot of value.
On the high ground, sees over the smoke and able to take out the Omen, and now KC, no smokes on their attack anymore.
I've got your trail.
Yeah, smokeless is not ideal. I mean, A-Site feels essentially untouchable now because Heaven is going to permanently be free. VK will find some space on B though. Oh, but can't quite get past the line of sight of Tiberson. So that is entry down, but he was all alone at the end of the day, so there was nobody even remotely close to find that trade. That drone is going to see at least one.
That spots several. They know they're in mid. KC just
this looks unwinnable.
KC's trying to keep it quiet, trying to confuse them on where they're going, but if we look at the setup for MOX, they are not scared of any angle they could be coming from right
30
now.
seconds left.
Oh, Pluto may have almost found some value here with the Spectre. Bomb is going to get down, but look at this crunch. They are ready to flood onto this site.
Tejo has ult.
And I love this push from Pluto. That it was value that really needed to come out.
Go ahead.
Now both Tejo ults being pulled. It's all up to Ronin. In a 1v3 scenario, it's not impossible. We'll find one. Oh, but great movement from Ben Tens to get off the spike, draw the crosshair. Toad gets the kill, and the round goes to MOX.
MOX 7-5 on their defense. Pretty strong half for them. I think in general, people like attacking more on Havens, just since it's so large. you can catch people off guard. So taking 7 on defense, you'll be very happy.
Should I play some stars in this reality?
Yeah, I mean, for a 3-site map, I couldn't agree more. Excuse me. This was Casey's choice was to attack first. So if they chose attack first because they believed it was their stronger side, this could get a little bit dicey. However, only time will tell. If they were playing for the late push, they deferred in football terms, or if they went all in on that beginning play.
Back A immediately.
Oh my goodness. Trying to get a little bit more than they asked for, and that is going to sit Ronin down. So turning a 5v3 into a 4v3. But a complete reset of
position for this round. MOX just trying to walk it out. Still have a cam in mid to spot anyone, but now their push shut down a little bit. They don't have their entry anymore.
Well, but I love this call from KC to re-clear A main. Now they know that they cannot be A. So the question is Lux in a one and done position, will he be able to at least come out with one? I mean, if Lux goes, east side is free, gets one, gets two, and trying to get the third. The right click stays true and finds 3 on the round in garage.
Sorry, I was muted. A great round from the anchor of KC. Almost got timing to there. I do want to say they did flicker the cam, but then got off it and was able to get the right clicks. But doing that a second later would have been devastating.
I love this off angle from Moved. Not something that you'll typically clear. The question is, will he find value from it?
You're not going to train your crosshair up there normally, but with an Omen, you have to keep those things in mind because they will play those weird spots.
Oh, the jig is up. They know they are in garage. And that Tejo mollies, I believe, were designed to clear out the Cypher util, and it actually found none. So now, with those up, oh, what a shot from Toad. This B site is not as free as it once was. Ben10 finds a great aftershock kill in the garage player.
They're sort of stuck in the garage, and that's why
VK. Wow.
It finds 3.
I did not see that one coming.
VK pulling out the oh no, I forget the gun name. It's not the Marshal, it's
Outlaw.
It's Outlaw, thank you. Finding value on that Outlaw, and now if we're looking at the shields on the side of MOX here, they have 2 regen shields, so this Outlaw is still looking pretty deadly this round.
Yeah, it's all gonna depend on who falls into VK's crosshairs. Is it going to be Tiberson? Is it going to be Yeef, the 2 players with the half shield? Or will it even matter? Will he just dome whoever comes in sight? Pluto with an early dog, trying to get this information in garage, but can't quite get out of the window.
They hear shots, but that's about it. They know at least one.
And the drone, Tejo drone. Do they clear this though? Shots can't quite connect, but oh my goodness, this actually could be an incredible spot from King. But nobody's trying to re-clear.
So much util to clear it. They probably think it's clear because of those grenades coming out from Tejo, but King holding the position still. Not worried.
So much time has left though. Oh, Moved and King find a pick of their own, and that is going to call the exec on C. Lux has just been stunned though, so it is such a ready position. Barely falls without getting unstunned.
A 3 men for the retake from KC. They don't have much.
Oh, post line 2 and the lurk.
Have to walk in.
and Moofed clears the lurk. So now an even equalized position, a 3v3 situation, but once again, this post plant can be deadly.
Last player standing.
Moofed finds 3, Moofed finds 4, trying to find the last one. Oh, but because of the flash, running down, the footsteps were out. Ben 10's hears and gets the final pill.
They ran out of bullets on the Bulldog, picked up the Stinger, and she thought, well, I gotta run it down now. I have a Stinger. They hear the footsteps coming and the easy flash to answer.
Now, I will say, a lot of damage was done. I mean, you can see the economy of MOX here. 3 rifles. They're running into an op.
2 Stingers.
2 Stingers, yep. But the stun is going to connect, push VK off of this angle, and they're just going to go fast. I like this call. However, they are running straight into Cypher, so
in case
question is
stacked here too. They're ready for the push.
Yeah. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Luckily, once again, those heals are out, and because he has the regen shield, will come out of this with a 125. So the regen shield finding some value. Thank you, Riot, for the new weapons. But Ronin and King both finding a pick of their own.
4v4 now, but KC lost their smoke player. Astra is down.
It will get difficult, especially playing against the op without any smokes. However, C-Site is free, so the op is not something that they necessarily have to worry about here.
On in garage, will spot the flash, but they should be able to get the plant here. But how will they stop the flood? Using the grenades for now. Oh, plant doesn't get down.
Oh,
30 seconds.
Pluto and Moved both finding a pick of their own. And op down now, so Yi finds one through the wall as well. So now it's a 2v2 scenario. They force the push. Move finds one. Rafa gets the trade. Knives are out, but time is running low. There's only 15 seconds, and Bomb needs to get down.
Moved is so low, though.
10 seconds left.
Fake TP.
Playing this perfectly. The fake TP gets King looking, and a huge round for Move to secure that.
And I mean, if you're KC there, if you're MOX there, not much else you can do in that 1v1. The thing you have to bank on is just sticking the plant in backside and hoping they don't push you out. But
yeah,
gets a little bit tricky with it on the Omen.
And with that also, the op is no longer online. But I mean, it basically looks like both teams are bonusing one rifle in the entirety of this round.
Yep, MOX full on pistols, Moved has the hero rifle. That's really about it. So,
BK does have knives as well, so we'll see.
Just trying to contact 3 and C main. Waiting for the peak, gonna get a smoke down. Take the.
I don't think either team is necessarily aware that the economy of both teams are quite bad.
And they're both playing very scared of this round. Normally, on rounds like this where you don't have a lot of artillery, you see one team push out very hard on the side of the map, but both teams taking it slow this round.
I respect it. I mean, it Moved not having that is 2 players spotted C, and that is going to get the smoke to come, and 4 players now hovering on the C side. I respect.
30 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, what a shot from Yeef. Now it doesn't get much of a gun upgrade, but
fully opens up A, and it's the mad dash over to get a plant. Tiberson finds one on the rotate as well. Salvos aren't gonna hit.
2. That actually is a huge pick on VK as well, because those were the knives. So that is basically a gun down for the side of KC. Now a 4v2 scenario. They do have a rifle. However, there's an Astra wall and there's a breach ult online.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, what a shot. That is rifle down, but Yeef going nuclear with that Sheriff.
Yeef beats out the shotgun in the close quarters battle. able to clear the site for their team. And now 9-8, very close game we have had. But I think it's favoring MOX right now. If we're looking at the ult economy, MOX 4 ults up. Only ult on the side of KC is moved with her Omen ult.
We need a shotgun counter.
Too many to count.
Iverson with the attack Bucky. We'll see how much value he gets out of that. But I mean, he's 14 and 12, so clearly there's been some. He knows something that we don't.
Work has been done. And you said it earlier in this game. These grenades are not finding any of the Cypher setups on C. They're trying to use it to clear the trips, but the trips are set up not in the normal spots, but
Play. Oh, that was essentially an unwinnable scenario for Moofed. I mean, the breach ult and the Taeho ult combined with the wall as well. I love this ult in response. But doesn't quite find any value. Ronin does find a pick on Ben 10s and finds a second as well. After such a strong exec, how has this round fallen?
Force out with the nades, and that'll be the round for KC with the defuse. Giving it over to the Cypher. Oh, never mind. I lied. Giving it over to the Sky.
I am flabbergasted. What an incredible retake from KC. I mean, that just completely fell apart. You had the Astra wall, you used the Taeho ult and the breach ult. And in return, KC used a Taeho ult and good positioning and gun skill and just took over that retake.
MOX sort of on an awkward buy. They have some rifles, some pistols. It looks like they're saving for this round. Gonna be playing for the next one, but
Dave.
Tiberson and Yeef, both with 15 kills, both with rifles in their hands.
Even with the 3 sheriffs, though, I mean, we've seen this team pull out some crazy sheriff rounds. I mean, you can't count MOX out of this round quite yet.
Drone down early.
King is going to get spotted and does bring a stun out, but it was a self-inflicted stun.
They have control of Garage now, but
I do like this quiet play.
They have no control anywhere else. They're just going to try to look out of Garage, see if they can find anyone, have someone at long at the same time.
Oh, can they find Ronin? No, Ronin finds a pick of his own. King does get away, but Pluto still has not been cleared. They might try to plant this bomb, and Pluto's going to get a free pick because of it. If they don't whiff, they do find the kill, but Toad is able to get the trade. So a 3v3 scenario, guns now in the hands of every player besides Toad.
30 seconds left.
And that is going to be Toad down, so now a 2v2. Missiles get placed. Piberson with the running gun can't quite get it done. And Lux and VK cleared the retake round. And once again, a fallen retake, a fallen hold on C from MOX. And for the first time in a long time, KC have found a lead.
And a lot of that is on the back of VK, dropping 20 kills on the map right now. 20 and 13 so far. Most kills in the lobby.
Yeah, VK is the X factor of KC. There is no doubt about that one. But I mean, we've seen some stellar play from Lux, Ronin, Moved. I mean, all 5 players really from KC have had some clutch moments, and it's all because of VK's kind of catalyst. And they're, speaking of the devil, VK finding the opening pick on top frag Tiberson.
This is the first time we've seen Cypher switch up the setup over to A. Has had it see most of the game. And MOX defaulting towards this A right now. They don't think the Cypher setup's here just because how much it's been played on the other side of the map.
Noise being made towards the C side, trying to draw some kind of rotate, split this defending team up a little bit, and it seems to have worked. Now back to essentially a pre-round position where everyone is just in a straight line, but MOX not having much space. Toad is somewhat pushed up on A, but it looks like it's just for a lurk. B might be the play here, and Yeet finds a great opening pick that is smokes down. So now the bomb can no longer be smoked off. King does see one, but Pluto gets an excellent pick. Yeet and Toad both find a pick of their own. Ben 10s adds one to the board as well.
They're going to take it over
to plant C. It's all up to VK now, looking out for this lurk.
There's no way you know the Astra's here.
Spike planted.
There's no way.
Oh my god, what a timing.
Does Toad follow it, though? Do they know where VK is?
They might not need to know, because eventually they may just run into VK here. A great pivot to C, and a great exec on B from MOX to really secure this round, but looks like time is basically done. Ben 10s finds the pick on VK, and once again we are tied up 10-10 for map 1 Haven.
10-10. Seeing crunch time come in now, and neither team has called timeouts yet. It has been go, go, go the whole entire time.
I mean, in these kind of scenarios, when it seems like it's so close, you're going back and forth and back and forth. You know, I feel like I see timeouts oftentimes called in momentum swings, but not quite in this map. A trade of Teo mollies isn't quite going to find anything, but that Teo drone will find the push down mid. VK does find one, but Tiberson finds the trade. So that is now a weapon down in the hands of KC Ronan now. Sniper all out and is going to spot everyone on C. The last time this wall was placed, though, it did end up falling apart. Tiberson finds one. Is he ready for Pluto as well? It seems so, but the run and gun is there. Ronan finds a pick of their own as well. And King playing so close. It's all up to Ben 10s in a 1v2, but Pluto is weak. Stun is going to connect. This could be huge.
Flash missed.
Oh, this is the biggest kill, and finds the clutch. A 1v2. 3 kills on the round.
10s take up
battles wise.
I'm great. You're welcome.
That flash missing, I think, is huge because they don't know where Ben 10s is playing now. It just barely doesn't get past the box. So they think the site is clear.
Yeah, I think they assumed that. Speaking of timeouts, I think what they assumed was after that flash didn't get a proc on anything, that Ben 10s was back in garage maybe. I don't know what the thought was, but I agree. I think that flash gave complete false information, and that was the catalyst for Ben 10s, or should I say Ben 10s? Clutch there.
Now only 2 rounds away from MOX winning this map. Again, this was KC's pick, so finding this map would be very nice for MOX. 20 seconds left in this timeout. What do you think we're seeing out of this timeout? Like, what do you think they have an exec plan, or is this a timeout to just slow down the pace, give themselves a breather?
I would assume. I mean, this game has probably been tensions high through and through. I mean, it's been back and forth and back and forth. It might have been a breather timeout, like, you know, we're ramping up, getting super tense, and now we're in a scenario where, you know, we should lock in. But VK?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like tech pause is needed. This is horrible timing, but it's the same CX as before. However, it looks like Casey was aware, so they're completely off site. At least VK has knives. No shield, but VK with knives is still dangerous nonetheless, and may even find a pick here on this lurk, this reclear. Might find two, in fact. That is two. Gun is not needed. Tiberson does find a trade somewhat, gets two. Oh my goodness, and this is falling apart. It is all up to move, but Tiberson and Ben 10s are both weak. Oh, this is so winnable. The flash doesn't quite connect. But Tiberson has found space into the smoke. It's so difficult to win, but when everybody's one shot, it doesn't matter. He hears the flash backside, but seems to think that he's garage. Oh, he gets it half. Easy ready. He is. Secures the round. It is just clutch after clutch in this matchup. What an incredible map we are witnessing.
Moved is having herself a map. I mean, we saw her drop a 4K, I believe, earlier this map. Getting the clutch there, up to 22 kills now on the Omen. Now 11-11. This map is going down to the wire for both teams.
Lock in your live bets. Will this go to OT? Yes or no?
I'm thinking yes. With how close these rounds have been, I think it goes to OT, and I think we get far into OT too.
I agree. I mean, it might just come down to who can win more defensive rounds, because if this does go to OT, it was 7-5, 7-5. So it'll be the battle of the attackers. Dog doesn't quite find any value or any information. At least they know that mid is technically clear. However, they quickly have retaken that space. It seems like the jig is up though. Rafa now separated from his team, but can't quite capitalize. We have a fight in mid. Tiberson finds a pick with a sheriff instead of a shotgun in a smoke. Ben 10s and Ronin both finding a pick for their own. But Tiberson, super weak. Moved finding one. Does VK clear that? He does. Gets the pick. And now a 2v3 scenario. Rifles now in the hands of every player on the map. He's trying to make a play. Does find a kill, but just barely misses out on getting away. VK finds that pick through the wall. And now 1v2 scenario. We've seen Ben 10s on C site in a 1v2 before. However, this time both players are full health. So the question is, can they find this pick? That was the one you needed, and VK finds their third for the round and gets a 12-11. Just that slight edge.
Oh, was that important?
All right, MOX last round to make it work, or else this map is gone. What are you gonna pull out on attack? What exec do you have in your back pocket written up in the playbook for you to pull out? They have Cypher ult to work with. But that's really about it. 2 away from the Teo ult, 3 from the breach, and I don't think you're getting the Astro with 4.
Yeah, I mean, you also see Pluto somewhat close to there also. If we do see a fight for an orb here, which I don't think KC really are looking to fight for any orbs, and frankly, it looks like MOX isn't either.
MOX just frozen.
Yeah, I mean, the Teo ult could see some incredible value. If Teo is able to get a kill, maybe a bomb plant, maybe an orb, it could go extremely well for them.
Lots of util being used in this early round just to keep pressure. Don't want anyone pushing up into garage.
Ooh, Teo drone is going to find Moofed on top of B. Rafa can't quite get the kill before Moofed escapes.
They saw her drop, so they know they're no longer up on the box, but where she is now, they don't know.
This is such a strong... Well, it was a strong setup. I was going to say Casey knew that MOX was not on A site because VK was holding that strong angle. However, no longer holding that angle, and with the Teo mollies, we are going to see an exec. A great use of the verticality from Rafa is going to find a pick on VK. Yeef also finds the Anchor and Lux as well. So now a 3v4 scenario. Tiberson down for the count. So if anybody's going to get their ult this round, it's going to be Ben 10's. Move does have their ult online as well. Pluto a little bit ahead, is going to find the pick on King. Casey Ronan also finding a pick on Yves. So now a 2v3.
They got half.
Did they?
Oh,
no, they didn't. A perfect stuck at the very end. Oh my goodness, Ben 10's going crazy with the ults and the flashes and the swings. Toad gets the last pick, and we are indeed going into overtime.
Overtime.
All right, into overtime. 12-12. Just to get an update on some of the players. Top frags for both teams. Ben 10's on top for MOX, rocking a score of 22, 15, and 13, and VK on top for KC going 27, 17, and 1. But they don't need assists. They're their entry. That kills are what matters for them.
I am absolutely loving the Russell Westbrook stat line from Ben 10's, a classic Breach player. He has learned from me well. But Pluto is nothing to scoff at either. 13 assists of her own as well.
Let's go.
Not quite as high in the kill department as Ben 10's, however, still finding incredible value. I mean, you know, VK had moved, may not be sitting in the positions that they were if Pluto wasn't in this lobby. So once again, early Tejo mollies, trying to break some kind of Cypher util, but once again, not finding anything. The naked op can't find anything either.
Both of these teams are very happy to sort of just walk into a clearing and just take contact.
What a pick. Oh, but the trade can't quite do the spray transfer though. Ronan does find that pick. And now you're retaking with an op, maybe a gun with no shield. This is going to be tough because KC has the Tejo mollies for the post plant and information on, you know, where players are.
And they are stuck retaking the op.
Well. They do find the gun. Can they find value out of it? No. Oh, and this is falling apart for MOX. It's all up to Yves. And time is running low. They still need to get rid of these Tejo mollies. There they are. Oh, what a shot. Pluto gets destroyed, but it looks like it's not going to quite make it. They need to get the kill and the spray transfer, but it's not quite going to work. KC finds a 13, their 13th round.
Match point.
And brings this to match point.
We need to see teams using their util to clear corners. This whole entire map, everyone has just been walking around corners and just immediately taking the fight. They're not using util to clear it at all.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
I think that's a great observation. Now, I think
it changes.
I think when it comes to this overtime, it's really going to be who can win a defensive round first, because the defensive half was the weakest for both sides. So, however, it might be a little bit more in favor of KC since they finished attack, then continued into the attack. Wait, I lied, didn't I?
KC started attack. Yes.
KC started attack and went only 5 rounds, so that's actually a big round for them to win. So maybe that momentum was in their hands. Another dry swing potentially coming. This could be huge for Moved if he can find the pick, and he does. So that is now 1 player down for MOX. KC a player up.
Smokes are going to come out, just going to spray through it in case they catch anyone walking, but they're not committed to this B side right now.
Whoa. They try to combo the Breach Stun and Tejo mollies, but Moved might be able to find another player. Doesn't spot him. Oh my goodness.
30 seconds left.
That almost got extremely dangerous. Ronan finds a pick of their own as well. Tiberson needs to go huge here. Luctimon finds their, gets their fair share of the fight. Tiberson does finally find one, but it's a little bit too late. A 1v4 scenario needs to find some heroics. Doesn't find the last. And an incredible win from KC to come out of this one on top.
I said we'd go deep into overtime. I was a bit wrong, but we did get there. 14-12 for KC, and as we said earlier before this map started, KC needs the 2-0 to stay alive, and that win is going to be huge.
Yeah, and I mean, MOX is not a bad team, so to win that on MOX's map pick as well could get, you know, a little bit dicey coming into this this Pearl. I don't know anything about KC's Pearl. I do know that I've lost to MOX, I believe, on Pearl at the start of the season. Teams are a little bit different, so we'll see how this one ultimately plays out. But with that being said, I think we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, a little bit of an intermission, give the players some rest, and we'll see you after the break.
Feeling like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Will you be that time, giving me the signs of life? Making you are clear, but you're gonna leave me in the deep.
Wake up to the sound of thunder, like it whisper in my ear. Are you gonna wait forever? I can see the stars reflecting, the empty tires made of steel. Everything but you is fading. I see your light, take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up, you got me falling free into eternity. When you tear up my horizon. I'm used to breathing darkness. The hunger never disappeared, 'cause memories have turned to ashes. Oh, still floating but I won't surrender to the tide inside of me. Drowning in the endless silence, but I'm who I'm meant to be. I see your light, take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up, you got me falling free into eternity. When you tear up my
Welcome back, VDC. We are here with hopefully another heater of a map in this series. This time we have Pearl coming up. This one is Casey's map pick. So theoretically, this should be overwhelmingly in Casey's favor, and they may just allow themselves to survive this playoff sweat, this playoff race at the very end. So only time will tell, though. Pelly, do you have any predictions for how this is going to play out?
I predicted MOX 2-0. That's not happening. So now I'm predicting the MOX 1-1. They're going to win 13-4.
I'm going to go MOX win 13-6.
Okay. We will see who is closer. And whoever is closer gets a nice little piece of candy.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I have, like, historically, don't eat a lot of candy, but today, or like recently, it's been on my mind, man. It's been on my mind, but all right. It looks like the teams are ready. Into the map we go. Pearl it is. Now, in the past, Harbor Viper was the comp to play on this map. However, it is completely phased out. I feel like we never see that comp anymore. And now with new agents like Vice and Atejo in the map pool, it looks like that is going to be the direction that these teams are leading. Toad back on the Astra, and Vice being a common pick from both teams now. So double Senti from MOX currently being hovered, currently locked in, and Yoru as well. So Yoru going to be sort of the flash initiator slash duelist slash entry. I like the comp a lot, but we'll see how it plays up against a potential post-plant comp of KC. Once again, another speech coming out, and the 3-2-1 lock is primed and ready to go.
I'm interested to see how this Deadlock plays. Deadlock isn't super common on Pearl. You'll see the Vise, you'll see the Cypher. Maybe you see a rare KJ, but you don't see much Deadlock. I'm very interested to see how they're going to set up and play around their team.
You know, that is a really good point. We are not playing Bind. We are playing, or Abyss, we're playing Pearl. So it's interesting to see the Deadlock, but I know Tiberson's a fan, so we'll see how it ends up playing out. I mean, Tiberson found a lot of value and I think finished top, maybe second top frag of his team last map. So, you know, it might not matter what agent he's playing, as long as he has a Bucky slash a Judge in his hands. You know, that could be the end of it. That could be the end all be all.
I do like this double Sentinel starting on defense too.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like the Yoru is an interesting pick. I mean, I'm ready to see some crazy stuff. I'm ready for my mind to be blown.
So I'm looking at this setup here. We have a sound sensor set up on A and one set up in Art. Vice taking that B.
There we go.
Vi's doing that classic wall on B. That it's a little bit tricky to set up, but there's like a metal pole on B that you can set up wall and cuts off all of B if you walk over it. Has it set up. And 4 people. Looks like 5 just pushing out mid.
Oh, this could get dangerous. Oh, but it's immediately pivoted to Art. Ben 10s does find the opening pick though on VK, the duelist. Can't quite get away. Tiberson trying to find the trade, but because the util is out, it just gets slightly delayed. So now the pinch is ready, but it is a 4v2 on this site. Flash is going to get out, perfectly timed for Tiberson to get that pick, and King gets 2 of his own. So now, ooh, what a pick from Moved, but Toad with the flank is going to secure that, and Mox with an early statement victory.
Good play by Mox. Tiberson pushing out into A main, knowing that they're execing, all from Art, and able to find a little off angle. You know, they don't really think to check it if they're coming from your spawn when taking that Art. Not common for people to push it up, but Tiberson takes advantage in that round, and looks like setting up for the same thing. 5 people sitting in mid, ready to push out for KC again.
They're just going to run it back, or maybe this time instead of... Oh, well, that's going to put a wrench in their plans. Unless they can get around it. They might be able to, actually. Tiberson with the shotgun in his hand is going to run away though, and thinks I think they were ready for a fight. That net does find one, but because of the Tejo mollies, they aren't able to capitalize off of it with that shotgun. So Tiberson is pushed off the angle, now just holding for this push. But honestly, KC is in a pretty solid position, other than the fact that there are 4 players around this site. But look at the KC shooting squad ready for Tiberson to swing with the shotgun, gets immediately gunned down. Now, it's not a huge gun in the hands of KC now. However, we saw value in the past. Oh, Toad might get timing here. Oh, doesn't quite work. And now it's just a shooting squad from KC once again. Ben 10s is able to find one, and Tejo mollies are going to come out. Can't quite connect. Ben 10s finds another pick, but Pluto's there for the trade. So now a 2v3 scenario. Oh, heroics from Rafa, can't quite come out, but Yi finds 2 with the shotgun from the teammate in the hand. Oh, Ronan. Oh, Yi is able to finally win that gunfight, but oh my god, how tense was that?
This isn't fair.
The Bucky coming out. Just too long range, able to find the kill. Puts them down, I think it was 20 health. But able to clutch up the round, and that'll make it 2-0 very scary on their save though, or on their bonus, sorry. Only one gun being transferred over here.
I mean, Tiberson, in Tiberson's eyes, he still has the same gun as before and is comfortable with it, but the Outlaw is in the hands of Rafa, and if anybody walks into this crosshair, like Pluto, oh my goodness, 1 HP in a dream. If Pluto or Moved walks into this crossfire or in the line of sight of this Outlaw, it could get a bit dangerous. But like you said, 1 HP and a dream. Ronan does find a pick on the shotgunning Tiberson and doesn't connect anything from the shotgun either. So that is going to be a B site open now, and KC might just have a round win secured. I mean, I'm not going to try and jinx it, but
Mox is stuck in their spawn right now. Tries to peek in and immediately gets sprayed down. Plant gonna go down in its typical spot. Now a 5v4 retake with bad guns for Mox.
Bad guns, bad health. Ronan finds a pick. Still 1 HP from Rafa. Ben 10s is able to find one though, however. Sheriff Gamer. They might just be looking to die to bomb. This seems unwinnable. I mean, still a 3v4 scenario though, but time is starting to tick.
The flash goes down too.
Pluto does find one on Ben 10's.
Last player
And now,
standing.
just a 2v4, 1v4 now. VK does find the pick on the 1 HP. Coming back to finish what he started. But
Goes
it's
down
not quite
like-
going to work.
Oh,
VK does go down. Oh no.
Get caught. That's not amazing.
So a little bit of stroke of luck from MOX to take 2 players down. I believe there's some shield that was lost as well. So a little bit of damage done to the KC Econ, but they are still sitting pretty comfortably.
But it's a weird buy for Mox. King forcing that outlaw last round. Now stuck on the sheriff. Oh no, buys up to the bulldog. But you know, not that phantom or vandal.
Oh, gets caught sleeping. Rafa once again starting the round essentially with a swing A main and leaving it with single-digit health. One wrong move walking into a molly and he is done for.
Yeah, second round in a row, King tries to go aggressive on A and gets punished for it. Not killed, but I mean,
look at the
sneeze and
space.
they are gone.
Look at the space that Ronan has found. I mean, they have essentially split this map in half. I would almost try and start rotating to bring to draw players over. Oh, but look at Rafa holding water. Can't quite find the kill. That 5 HP now really haunting him. Ben 10's is going to find a pick on VK. Ronan one shot, a 4v4 scenario. Might rip the fade out here on the Zigzag. Is going to, but it's not going to quite connect on anyone. Oh, I lied. On 2 players.
30
And
seconds left.
it's going to completely halt this push. So now you're pushing it to 3 players, and Toad is on a nice lurk as well. So this could get a little bit dangerous. Ronan's still super weak. Moofed is able to find 2, however, and Bomb will go down. Toad a little bit late on the slurk, however, it could get dangerous if Moofed isn't ready for it. Moofed isn't. Toad does find the pick, and now just a 2v2 scenario. They don't know where Tiberson is. However, Toad has been spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Luxemon is able to get that pick, and a great reposition from Pluto to even this one up, 2-2.
I'm gonna point it out real quick. Every single round I have seen Ben 10's throw out a fade eye, it has been amazing. I have seen it ping like 3 people, 4 people. That round, threw it in a sneaky little place, tagged 1. It is getting so much info in all of these rounds.
I mean, the alt also ended up having a crazy amount of value as well, because if that alt wasn't placed at that exact time, that exec could have come a bit sooner, and it wouldn't have been as in favor as before, or as it actually ended up being. I love this push out of mid, but it looks like, once again, a little bit of a push being completely halted.
The wall was
That wall was quite excellent.
Everyone's still in mid, and it's a bloodbath.
One enemy remaining.
VK finds 2, does get traded after being blinded, but Moofed is able to find a pick from window despite that wall being there. The smoke does end up dropping, and Yeef now playing the shotgun game, trying to do a Tiberson cosplay, and now with that flash, KC is well aware of Yeef's positioning. Oh, they are somewhat split now. This could get somewhat dangerous. Oh my goodness. Oh, it looked like they could have gotten a 2-fer there, but not quite.
Not too mad at the attempt at the shotgun. You're stuck in a 4v1. There's not much you can do. Early timeout from the side of MOX. We didn't see, I don't think we saw any timeouts from MOX last map. I believe KC was the only one to call it. MOX calling it very early here. Still 3-2, very early in this half, but I think timeout's called here because KC has 4 ults on deck and only 2 away from their 5th on their buys.
Yeah, I mean, KC, after calling their timeout, proceeded to win that map. So, I think what Mox is trying to do is do the same thing, except now they're going to win 13-6 because that's what I predicted.
It starts now.
It starts now. But like you said, I mean, there are 4 ults on the side of KC. However, there are 2 somewhat impactful ults from Mox as well. They may try and set up a play with those ults in this timeout. I mean, with the Yoru ult online, they could either try and push out, get early info with that at the very beginning of the round, or play off-site, use the Yoru ult to find where the post-plant positions are. However, I think you could kind of get an idea of where the post-plant positions are going to be based on the fact that Taeho has ult. So it might be the first option where they push up aggressively at the start of the round and rip ult if they need to get out.
Taking
Flash is going to connect, and it is going to get Yoru to TP out as well. So now that does leave Deadlock on a little bit of an island, but they are able to escape and they completely reset. Yeah.
Hard stacked on B, and everyone on the side of KC slowly walking back towards mid, looking like they're going for an A exec. Ult comes out to try to find out where the defense is. And now,
however, that Yoru TP is still over by A, so I mean, if they really wanted to quickly rotate, they could. And that wall is going to give a lot of information. So that brings the TP over to A as well.
It's a great call by Mox to expect the pivot too. Now they have 4 stacked on A. The ult comes out.
A wall is used though. Rafa is able to find one. Yi finds one as well. VK does find a pick on the lurking Toad. I would say pivot B here, but bomb is down. But when you have a Omen ult, I guess it doesn't really matter. So B is wide open. However, KC do have a numbers disadvantage here, so it could get somewhat interesting. However, in a situation where you're down on numbers, you need to make a play. You need someone to make a play, and it looks like VK is going to be the one to do so. Trying to equalize position, can't quite. However, that leaves one player extremely weak, and Ben 10 goes down. So now this is quickly. Oh my goodness!
They know where all 3 are.
Tipperson walking into a smoke at the perfect timing. Falls. Oh my god, gets their third of the round. Now 3K versus 3K. BK spotted. It's all up to Rafa going for the... Oh wait, he's defusing.
Fake teleport.
They're defending right now. It's all for naught. No time. Rafa gets their 4th, but for what? Pride, I guess. A huge round from KC and a huge play from VK to come out of that one in a numbers disadvantage to come out of that one on top.
It was looking rough for KC in that map. They walked into the 4 stack on B, were able to walk out of it, walked into the 4 stack on A, but were able to walk out of it again, pivot over to the B, find the plant, and win the 4v3. Yoru just joining a little bit late with the ult. By the time Yoru finally gets there, 2 of their teammates already down.
Yeah, so that is 2 ults invested from both teams actually. Ooh. Oh my god, Rafa wasn't able to escape. That has to be unfortunate timing there. Moves is able to find that pick on Rafa. And now, I mean, there was only a sheriff in the hands, but still a sticky situation. Does he clear it? No, the Bucky finally finds some value, and that is a gun down, and now in the hands of Tiberson. Oh, a really good net is going to connect, and Yeef is able to capitalize off of that. Pluto does find a trade somehow through a smoke, and once again we're in a 3v3 scenario. However, guns severely favoring the side of KC.
KC very happy to just cut noise here. And Mox thinks it's a full pivot to A. They're trying to gamble stack it, but KC didn't move at all. Now, Seeds of Doubt sown. They're just trying to default around the map a little bit now, but completely quiet.
All missiles away.
You're going to hear those salvos Pull the rotates now, but only one person to defend the site with 20 seconds left. Plant should be getting down.
Ooh, can't quite, and they do get punished for the swing. They do come out of it with some damage being done. However, still quite difficult with this post plant setup, and Pluto now holding the Bucky, getting a taste of potentially their own medicine here.
Great stall.
Eve weak. Interesting ult. But it likely will secure the round. I mean, Ben 10's doesn't have a weapon to get restricted. Maybe a bit of a misclick, but I mean, this is just unwinnable. Lux finds one, and
good luck getting out.
Oh my!
Maybe they do find their way out. Gonna go down to Spike.
And Pluto choosing to save the Bucky.
Well,
interesting.
It's stolen from Tiberson. It's the mental game.
True, but look, I mean, Pluto once again finding crazy value on this guy, sitting here with 8 assists. Only 7 rounds in. Well played.
Good point out. Good call out. I did not see that. And 6 kills. Only 3. Their scoreline sort of insane, actually. 6, 3, and 8, 7 rounds into the game.
Where are you?
Well, okay. For once, the Ben 10's eye doesn't spot 3. But it has falsely cleared mid for them, so they might not be as worried.
Looks like an A split coming out. Again, 3 people stacked on B for MOX, but hearing this drone come in may change that. Yoru automatically pivoting over.
Yeah, and I don't know if they were able to hear it, so it looks like they are going to be walking straight into the stack. And Ben 10's can't quite find anyone, but Yeet holding on.
Where's your gun?
Oh my goodness, that was the perfect timing. King is able to find the pick on VK. And now a complete reset, or just a halt. I mean, we saw the re-hit, but look at this lurk by Toad. This is actually so huge. There might be some crazy timing. She does spot 1. Will she find 2? Can't quite get the spray transfer. Moved is able to find that pick just before getting blinded by the dog. Oh, Pluto finds 1 as well and is able to pick up the spike, but once again, Moved is extremely weak, and both players are somewhat separated.
Do they expect this angle from the Oriole?
Oh, wow, what a shot from Rafa. The gun was showing and everything. And now all you need to do is play time. Fully blind. Rafa finds their 3rd of the round. And slowly but surely picking their way back into this map.
I need MOX to win 10 rounds in a row to get my prediction.
Possible, it's possible.
This is a save for KC, so if everything goes right, this should be Mox's round. Oh, actually, is it? They're sort of okay. They're half buying it up. They have a Vandal. They got some Marshals.
I'll return.
It's quite an interesting half buy, because if you look, they've won the last 5 rounds, and the fact that they have to half buy. It just goes to show how close these rounds have been. Wow, VK finding a pick on Ben 10's. Trying to find more, can't quite connect though. And Rafa trying to equalize that position and get Ben 10's trade, can't connect. So
they're gonna run.
Everybody's somewhat stuck in street now.
They ran into the wall and it's gonna stall them. Now they're gonna try to pivot into art.
Destroyed.
Yeah, they're forced to pivot this almost. The VK finds 1. Yeet finds 2, 34! What a goodness! What a play from Yeet! We needed 10 in a row. That's one way to do it.
I'm not walking to the Vice for the rest of the game. I'm scared now. If I see Vice on my side of the map, I'm instantly leaving.
Wow.
Still 1 left. Round's not over, but it definitely puts a
looking grim. Yeet. Oh no, gets caught. Oh my god, what is happening? Yeet trying to find the ace, gets caught snoozing. Time is low. Oh,
Tiberson finds some timing.
What is going on?
That round was scary. Mox, Yeef dropping a 4K, but still after that, round almost slips away from them in the hands of the Marshal. And again, that was KC's save. They had like no really good guns. They had a Vandal and a couple random guns, like a Stinger thrown in there. If you're KC, you're very happy about that round.
Yeah, I mean, to come out of that one, forcing a 1v1 to win at the very end, I mean, I couldn't agree more. It was looking really dangerous, and it ended up kind of working out. But Pluto being the pocket heal for VK, I mean, that's the one you want to do it. Tiberson is going to deny information from the Sky Alt. And that is wall down, but they're just going to break it and run.
Yep. Not going to commit to it. They know that they're playing in street. Don't want to challenge it. No need. They know it's Tiberson in there, and they know Tiberson loves the shotgun. Not having it this round, but not going to take that chance. Just pivoting over to B-Long.
Good jiggle from Toad to spot VK, and I think that did pull a Yoru TP rotate as well. But once again, Teo mollies to make some attention, and they're going to leave. So looks like a 5-person exec now going to A, which is extremely weak. And it's going to need a full retake here.
They could be stalled out. This wall could stall them out if they don't all walk in together.
Oh, that is true. Triggered. Oh, Yeep is able to find one as well, so that does help the situation as well. And he also gets his ult. So now with ult out, there's also an Astra ult online. And Moot unfortunately walks straight into the crosshairs of King. King finds a second on the round as well, and now it's all up to Ronin. With Molly's out, is going to stall somewhat, but the double swing is just textbook, and now a 5-5 half so far. Maybe a timeout coming from KC?
After that round, you would like to see one. They get the read on them hard stacking B. They've put a lot of defensive pressure onto B on most rounds, but the stall from VK, or not from VK, from Yeef, with the wall and the mollies at the feet, cuts off the team, and they're able to take advantage of it. But no timeout from KC, defaulting back over to this B, but this B, 3 on it again on the defense. Tiberson in the back hall. Tiberson has an op.
Oh my. I don't see how you would expect this one. Oh wow. Great util to push it off with the flash and the Tejo mollies as well. The wall is going to come out. VK may choose to updraft over this. I don't see a world. Oh, well, he does updraft. Not quite over it, though. Wall has been broken. And the drone from Teo may spot one. I think op is still unknown. It's definitely known now. Pluto falls.
And this will completely stall KC. They are too scared to peek this, and for good reason. Tiberson finds another.
Oh, a perfect swing off the flash. Trying to find another. 2 kills for King, 2 kills for Tiberson. Who gets the last one? King it is. And a great hold from the side of not VTX, MOX.
From MOX, yes. And I don't think they expected the op in Tiberson's hands that round. You don't normally see your Sentinel break it out. But, I mean, put it to good use in that round, and they're keeping it into this next one, setting up on that B-Long again, and KC seem wise to it this round. They say, you know what? We're good. We'll just go A.
You know, Tiberson is frequently seen playing Chamber. So although they may have the same role, they're not quite on the same agent. Yet, it doesn't seem to matter. They are still finding value from the operator. Maybe just for the surprise factor. Huge ult coming out.
I mean, that's just
from, who was that? From Lux. Is going to give them sight, but I mean, they haven't even crossed the wall yet, so it seems like an ult wasted almost. And the smoke is just going to basically halt this entire thing. They might be playing for the for hoping that
I mean, King's gonna see everyone
rotate, but the jig is up. I mean, this Yorwall has seen 4, maybe all 5.
I'm back.
He's gonna TP out, play with that info.
And look at, and that has enabled Tiberson to take such an aggressive angle on C or B. So even if they wanted to rotate now, they'd have to slow peek essentially into an op.
You're gonna try to force the exec on.
Oh no!
Wall cuts them off.
Oh no!
30 seconds left.
Ronin is still able to come out of that with a kill. So the wall has halted the push for now. Oh, what a pick from Moved. Ben 10s does find a bit of a trade. Toad finds one on Lux and just barely dodges the
10 seconds left.
the deadlock ult. Bomb is gonna get down. Oh my goodness. Moved finds a pick on Ben 10s after a little bit of a whiff, but Tiberson is able to find more value with this operator, and with the reload coming out, a free peek from Toad, and a great comeback from MOX on this half.
7-2-5 on the defense with the double senti. How is this attack going to work out? You do have the Vise, gives you a flash, but only other flash is that Uriel.
Yeah, Uriel provides a couple as well, so could be interesting.
They get a bit difficult, but we're gonna see how they play it. They take the lead into this half. King.
Yeah, I mean, for double sentient attack, I mean, I feel like the post plant should be really strong. You know, if you can get a deadlock wall up preventing a flood, and then you have a Vice wall and the Vice Thorns and Astra sucks, and you know, it could get kind of dangerous, but we'll see how it all ends up.
Ooh, accidental shot there. There's Vice set up on the B.
Teo Drone is gonna spot Vice A main, but it is all for a lurk. Now that is Ben 10's huge pick on VK, who pushed a little bit further than Ben 10's would have liked. Ben 10's can't quite find a second though on Pluto. Takes a bullet to the chest, shrugs it off.
We just saw first time why Yori was so annoying when you're playing as Vise. Just sends in the clone, triggers the wall, gets out both mollies, basically for free. Oh no, the clone died, but I mean, now Vise only has the flash.
Yeah, I mean, that might force some early swings out of KC now on this defense if they want to prevent that Yoru clone from crossing that wall. Oh my goodness, that was almost a nasty flick. Ben 10's now in the 1v1 of his life, but walking straight into the crosshairs of Pluto. Tiberson unknowingly, oh my goodness, what is this stall? It's just too good. Oh my gosh, but
seconds, they have to stick it.
It is gonna fall. And with Pluto just sitting with heels out, saying, "You guys take the gunfights. I'm not even gonna try."
Ronin only has 8 shots left.
With 8 shots, but when one player is so weak, it's not gonna quite matter. A 1v1 scenario, Pluto versus King, who has 4 on the round. Can he get it? No, not in time. Finds the 4th, but can't win it in time.
I don't care.
Yeah, that half crucial there. I don't think they knew they got it 2 half. So King takes a little bit of time on the peak, but too much time taken. KC gonna seal that round away.
That's a huge round to win. Maybe a momentum shifter back into the hands of KC to bring this to a more competitive game once again.
Now 7-6. If all goes right, 7-7. But we've seen some crazy save rounds from both of these teams, so it's not a guarantee. Holding that.
Once again, this Yoru is going to trip the wall.
triggers the traps, and they're just going to walk out again.
You know, I don't know how I'd react if I saw it, but Rafa might be able to fake clone. And they're not shooting it, and they're letting it just live. So
I would love to see it.
I would too.
I pulled it off earlier this year in Prospect. I think you could pull it off in Apprentice.
It's definitely possible. Ben 10's once again getting some value out of the eye. Probably also spotted the great pick from Pluto, the Outlaw. VTX King is there for the trade. Can he find another one though? He can, but does get traded, so not necessarily able to find the gun that was fallen.
Bit of a weird plan.
Oh, what a shot from Lux. And it's all up to Tiberson, who has a classic 100 HP and a dream. However, stun is going to go out, but played all too well from KC. And that one is going to tie it up.
I'm very happy with that one with KC. You keep all of your expensive guns, your 2 bulldogs. Taking it now 7-7, and you have a pretty good buy into the side of MOX for their buy round as well. KC does have weaker guns, but still looking strong for this round here. Just gonna set up their default defense. We're gonna see the Vise switch over to A, tired of getting their wall tripped on B. Gonna send the sniper over there instead.
Yeah, I mean, the Outlaw could find value here. I mean, look at... oh, I'm looking at the wrong side of the leaderboard. Everybody coming out with full HP. Oh my goodness. Almost finds a connection onto Tiberson there, but the flick can't quite get there.
I'm back.
He's just going to stick this. And... oh, what a pick. So that is Outlaw down. And they might just plant Rafa there and leave, and it seems like that is going to be the play, especially with Rafa's TP getting basically a get out of jail free card. Tiberson 2 now. King finds their second of the round, and this is completely falling apart. I feel like time and time again we've seen both Tiberson and Rafa popping off. Actually, Rafa's having himself a game. 24 and 8 so far, getting 3K after 3K, sometimes even 4.
Rafa is going insane on this Yoru, and I mean, it is frustrating to play into a Yoru, even more frustrating to play in a Yoru that is playing hot like this. It is looking very good for the side of MOX.
Try not to.
Yeah, I mean, still though, you know, first gun round,
Time to jump.
it's technically anybody's game. I mean, this could swing momentum if MOX can end up winning this round. That is going to bring the KC economy extremely low. So we'll see how it all plays out. Oh,
King
almost dangerous timing.
Again, but Vise isn't there anymore. So Clone, just gonna.
So
walk
does that call a rotate over then if they know that the that the wall is not on B?
Not right now, at least, but normally after that clone, they run away from B long and immediately pivot to mid. Now they're just defaulting it. So I expect them to actually walk over to B. We see stars going down. I go out. Some
Me. I don't know necessarily how I like that. I mean, it seems like half of the exec came and, you know, half the team was still on the other map, maybe even 3/5 of it. But smokes are now down, can't be refreshed, and bomb needs to get down on a site that is basically completely open, and KC has just dismantled this off of the miscommunication of MOX here. And now it's all up to Toad in a 1v5 unwinnable scenario, it seems like. But we've seen some heroics before.
13 seconds to make it happen, and I don't think they're going to walk into that smoke. They're just going to slowly back it out. Hoping to keep their gun. We'll see if KC pushes it out.
Oh
yeah, they're running it down.
Yeah. Ronan with their third on the round. That was quite the round for Casey to win. Maybe a half buy, maybe we'll see how the buy ends up for.
I don't hate a force from Mox here.
I agree.
I think force is the play. You don't have great credits, but I think if you all force, you're still on the same page. But right now, it's not really coming out. Tiberson just has a pistol, some vandals, and a marshal out for Yeef here. Oh nope, switches to the vandal last second.
Yeah, somewhat of a full buy here. Oh, Flash doesn't quite find the value that it was hoping for, but I like this aggression out of A. They need to go fast B here because Vice is about to go down.
Vice is getting hard shoved.
Oh my gosh, so Ronan does find that pick eventually, and now with all of the space in Casey's hands, this round has become increasingly difficult. However, they've just left B site open now, so good flash, good flash. Flashes aren't going to connect with anything, and now after a perfectly timed rotate, it looks like, oh, what horrible timing, but he actually dinked Ronan there, so Ronan is now extremely low HP.
Well, that's a crazy flick to get the dink there still.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous if that was a vandal. Whew.
Spike down.
VK
mid.
finds one and King trades it off, and now they're stuck in a 2v4. They have mid. They're gonna try to pivot it over to B, but how much space do you really have? Sky's coming to reinforce. King blinds himself. It's all part of the plan now.
Oh, huge pick from Toad though, especially on such low HP. Able to get that is huge. That is gonna draw out a tail wall that is seemingly trying to win this round. If this is dangerous. We need a play to be made from Rafa or Toad. It's a numbers disadvantage. We saw VK take advantage of a scenario like that before, but with those tail mollies, they've essentially
Last player standing.
crammed them in. It's all up to Rafa, who can't get it done in this scenario. And now KC have once again taken the lead. It's landslide, a series of wins versus series of wins.
And now it's really awkward for Mox. You had 4 people force that round, but Tipperson didn't force up. So now Tipperson is just on a completely separate buy from the rest of his team. I mean, Tipperson's forcing up at least early in this round. We'll see if that changes. Buying a Vandal right now. Yeah, it's going to change. But now you're sort of forced to save in this round instead of full forcing last. So a little bit of miscommunication in the pre-rounds, causing maybe a little bit of trouble in this round. They're going to buy, looks like 3 stingers, and when I see stingers, I know they're running mid with them.
And VK with an op too. I mean, if they are able to get sight, it could get a bit dangerous. Being that everything's going to be so close range with those stingers in hand.
Of course, they run through mid with these stingers, want to keep it close.
Finds one. Oh my goodness. Somehow finds a second. Rafa, of all people, is able to get the trade there and now has a rifle in their hands, but is weak. Even though they are weak, however, I mean, I'm still perfectly okay giving them the gun.
Down A.
Ben 10s can't quite escape, yeah.
Gonna shoot the clone just in case. Was the clone.
Bomb is down.
They have a hero rifle in the hands of their warrior, but how much value will it really find in this round? They're able to retrieve the spike, play back into mid, but it's not looking
Oh,
great
don't do it, don't do it.
BK's holding it.
Oh.
Look out!
Yeah.
30
Yeef
seconds
is
left.
looking at what happened and he's scared. You gonna try it?
Does have a stinger, but
Out on me.
tough situation. Tough situation.
Those are
KC now making a statement, really trying to keep these playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, that's 3. That is 5 out of 6 defense rounds so far for KC. And I expected this double Senti comp to struggle on attack a bit, but they really have to get it going now. They don't have much time to play around with anymore.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, if they can get onto site with minimal damage, they should be okay. It's just more times than not, they're getting bombed down with 2, 3, maybe even 1 player alive, and it just isn't quite working out for them. So
Who's next?
we will see what this Euroult can find.
Finds one.
Because Rafa is the X factor of this map so far.
Rafa taking it into their spawn. They're gonna hear that get hit. Will they punish it? They heard him drop into water. TP's out.
Honestly, could have stayed there in the corner, but TP's out just in case. Stun is going to connect on the clone, and a nice TP is going to get a lot of space here on site. So Pluto stuck on an island because of that excellent wall from Tiberson, and now finally a scenario in which there are 5 players alive and bombed down for MOX. I mean, there's the Astra Wall online as well if they wanted to use that. Fatal is online as well. I mean, this could get scary.
That's gonna tag all of them.
Oh, huge pick from Rafa. Finds a second, almost finds a third, but still a 2v4 scenario. Time is ticking. This seems all but lost. Oh, what?
Right.
Check his PC.
Great spray through the smoke, and only one going down. It will be Rafa, the sacrificial lamb, in order to seal that round. But, I mean, good round from Mox, but KC definitely still has the money for this round, and we can see it here. VK has a hold of the op.
Yeah, although the op went down last round,
yep,
the economy is perfectly okay, and VK is able to rebuy. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think they've necessarily gotten much value out of the op other than, you know, on the eco where they were just holding water there. But
well, that's a lineup. Gets killed.
Lux is ready for it.
I'm always happy when the lineups get broken out.
Making a lot of noise here on A. It's going to draw some rotates. Oh, and that wall is definitely going to draw some rotates now. The Vice wall finally has dropped, and that is also going to bring a Vice alt out. So really scary scenario for Lux, and actually it's completely walled in. So bomb is finally going to go down, and Lux actually isn't as trapped as they thought. Ben 10s does take some damage, but does still survive. Rafa finds one, but does get traded. Lux finally finding their way out of the wall, is able to find one, but quickly gets traded. Now a 3v3 scenario. Make that 2v3. Pluto, who's extremely weak, is able to find one. Tiberson can't find the pick despite the low health and the stun. We'll get the pick there. Oh, excellent kills from Tiberson and great util from Toad to back that up. Now all up to VK. They just need to play time. The knives are out, can't quite connect, and now it's just the op, but time is running low. Gets the kill, but time is gone. And that is once again an op down. Even again.
They can buy it again. Looking at the cash for Ronin, they have 6,300. It's not impossible to buy it again. They're not going to go into it, just going to buy up the Vandals. Again, this half, or this map, I should say, as close as the last one, 10-10. Coming into this round. Ben 10's on a very weak buy, but everyone else in the round very strong.
What a series.
Only ult up right now is moved with that Omen.
I mean, you look at the two oh man,
Ronin.
what a pick from Ronin too. You look at the weapon choices. I mean, it is essentially an even round. Moved having half shield and Ben 10's having the regen.
Regen, yep. They're just gonna.
I mean, obviously it's not even anymore, but
poke up B main. That's been their default for most of this attacking side throughout the Yoru clone and see if they can trigger any util. But now off of this, what are they going to change? KC just sitting in a very comfortable default. They're a man up. They know they don't have to peek it anymore.
And they don't necessarily have to find or like over rotate at all. I mean, MOX is holding for this potential rehit, trying to take a page out of Casey's book from the first half, but the jiggle is going to see at least 2, and that is going to bring out a smoke, and
Gets past the flash.
can find the pick. Oh, and VK thinking that Pluto still had their back,
One enemy remaining.
dies because they didn't, and Ben 10's with a lurk of his own gets 2 as well. So now it's all up to Lux, who looks like they're just going to save, and that's probably the correct call here.
They're gonna go over back to A and keep their gun, and that's an impressive round for MOX. Down in the 4v5, immediately getting picked mid, but able to get the execute. I think big thing there was King getting in front of that flash from the sky and able to take out both. I mean, that is huge.
Yeah, absolutely massive. I mean, the sky flash did somewhat connect, but at the end of the day, he had help from I think it was Tiberson on the crossfire as well, just in case. Oh, tough situation for Lux. So now going into this round with no guns carrying over.
And now the question is, timeout called here from KC. The question is, do you force up this round and try to fight it out on like maybe slightly worse guns, or do you say, you know what, we'll save, we'll play down from 12 and try to get R2? It is a call that I don't know how you make. It is hard.
Yeah. I mean, VK isn't even close to his knives. You might just have to play to save here. Try and get as many orbs as possible. Probably try to get Ronin his ult. Pluto's going to get their ult regardless. Maybe get Lux as close as possible to theirs. And if you could get 2 ults, 2 orbs, and a plant from Lux, that gets them at 6. Then, assuming that they lose that round, like this round, if they have to buy half, that ult is going to equalize that position. So we'll see how it goes.
There's 2 forcing and 3 not. I think they need to figure this out before the time comes up. It's 2 forced and 3 not. This is a very awkward buy.
Well, we'll see if it pays off or not. We've seen judges get crazy value so far. If it can get value here, that it might be a momentum shifter. If KC can win this round, I could honestly see them winning the entire set. Oh no, but the judge is going to be spotted from that eye. Excellent eye, and there's a gap in the smoke, so they can't quite get away. Yi finds 2. So much for the dream of KC winning this round. However, Pluto is able to get that pick, but at that range, the judge just isn't enough. And Rafa finds their 34th of the 33rd of the map so far, and it's all to Pluto, who does have a gun in hand at this point. And honestly,
I think you
should be saving this. The economy, if you can, you'll be able to buy a teammate and you have gun for yourself. It is getting a bit dangerous.
They finally
This is not time to die to bomb, though.
They're just trying to play exit, see how many they can take down. Gonna run it out through mid. And
this is gonna get dangerous, so 1v1 is going to happen. Oh, then they get it.
I said it.
Honestly, that's really good damage.
I said it when the round started. 2 players from KC forced, 3 don't. And now their buy is going to be awkward again. It's going to be Vandals and like light shields at best for 2 of their players here in this 12 to 10 round. They do have Sky ult now, but it's looking a little bit dicey.
Pluto also, with 2,600 credits, is opting to go with the regen shield instead of a full shield as well. So that hopefully won't make a difference on how this round plays out, but you know, this is going to get dicey. It is one win away from eliminating KC from playoffs. Rafa trying to make a statement. He saw that Rue didn't put him in his top 12 players list, and he... Oh, interesting. Interesting play. That really doesn't bring a whole lot of rotates over incredibly.
They know the default is to send that Yoru clone for util. If they see it, they've pivoted back. If they don't see it, then they go B. They see the util. They read the pivot.
Oh my goodness.
What can they do about it?
That was such a big gunfight if one of those players won, either of them. Pluto is going to get spotted by the dog, and oh, look at it's just all up to Ronin, who's completely alone. Rafa unfortunately flashing himself, but Bomb still is yet to go down. Will go down now, and that is going to bring a 5v5 retake scenario.
On this retake, Yeef is one away from the Steel Garden. They just find one kill, they take KC's guns away, and it'll be impossible for them to retake. I think you have to speed it up a little bit.
Move. So much for that. So Move does end up getting their ult, it's just not in the way that you wanted it to be. Nobody is on bomb. They are on bomb now, though. Look at everybody drawing crosshairs off. Oh, but they didn't even get it halved, and now it's just a 1v3 scenario, and it is over for KC. Playoff hopes are shattered. 13-10 off of the back of a 35 kill game from VTX King. What a series, what a map. That was quite an incredible game to cast.
VTX dropping a combat score of, King, Rafa, dropping a combat score of 404. Just an insane map.
Error 404. KC's playoff hopes do not exist.
Not found.
Wow, what a series. What a map. VTX King going absolutely ballistic to steal that one. I think if we are going to rip any interview, it's got to be with him. So from a feature on the podcast to a feature at the end of the stream, I can't seem to get enough of this guy. We will see you when Rafa is in here for an interview. We can go away for a minute.
Welcome to our interview. We have pulled in MOX brethren Rafa. How are you feeling after that map dropping 35 kills?
My adrenaline through the roof right now. I can't lie. Like, especially after that first map, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was a hard series. Props to KC, but damn, they let me get away with murder. Actually,
that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I know firsthand that you are capable of taking over a game. You know, from Abyss, for example. That was quite the map. 404 ACS as well. On top of that, quite incredible. How does it feel to knock out KC from playoffs this season?
Man, I feel bad because me and VK, we have this like running bit between us that like we're the big three, you know, and with Royal, of course, but I don't know, man. It sucks to not see him in playoffs and KC as well. I was really excited for that matchup because honestly, like, I feel like they're pretty storied when it comes to playoff runs. But honestly, like, I know they'll bounce back. Those guys are good. VK has humbled me many times. I thought I had to get him back today, though.
Hey, man, at this rate, though, I mean, looking at the Super Bowl, in Kendrick Lamar's words, frick the big three is just big me.
True.
How are you feeling now sitting, I believe it's 17-17, even 50% win rate on maps? How are you feeling about your chances at a playoff berth?
I feel pretty good. Honestly, I'm pretty confident in our team. I'm pretty confident in like the roster in general. We've had our bumps, we've had our highs. It's normal. A lot of people like to over dramatize things and make things sound worse than they are. I think we're a pretty highly rated team, better than some like to give people credit for. So if we make playoffs, y'all better be fucking scared. That's all I'm saying.
I respect that. So, is there anyone that necessarily scares you going into playoffs here? I mean, obviously you seem pretty untouchable that map, but